Check my check. By now, by now. Yeah, that. All right, what up, though? Boy, Jimmy the Real. We are back with another one. What up, man? How y'all doing? I'm feeling pretty good, bro. Thanks for asking. I know you asked. uh, we gonna crack the code. Nobody's doing it right now. We gonna crack the code, though. We gotta address something really massive that happened. I don't know what date. What this happened? What date is this? So recently on the Den of Kings, sorry, October 10th, it was a powerful move that happened, and something was exposed that only maybe a few people just talked about it, maybe a little bit. Big Kish, I love you, dog. I really rock with Big Kish, dog. And if y'all don't know who that is, y'all gotta go check him out. That dude is like one of the brothers that you kind of look for like that. That way, man. Hey man, how you doing? You know, the kind of brother that can pass you some knowledge, but also he's not gonna come with malice, addictiveness. You know what I'm saying he comes straightforward like a spirit. Certain spirits are spiritual. That is a word. Spirits, like a spear. It just pierces straight through. No cuts, no corners. Get your point across. Big Kid, shout out to you, bro. I love that dude, bro. I be listening to him every day, bro. But we're gonna get into this episode. Maybe the real. Here's the powerful. First of all, powerful. Hold on. Pull it back. Let's pull it. Shout out to Kirk Frank putting this. Shout out to you, bro. Hey, you ain't got it right all the time. You ain't perfect. And sometimes you be kind of clowning. But you know what? Every now and then you be doing your thing. We gonna talk about it. I have my personal spiritual beliefs and views on the topic, and we're gonna discuss it as we go. I'm sure that you have heard about this everywhere. I'm sure you have. 300 times, 1, 302, 3, 4, 5 times. Let's make it 306. Right? So get your popcorn ready. Sit back, relax, make sure you not eat like heavy carbs at night. Tomorrow's about eat well, fast well, sits in silence, and I believe but yeah, make sure everybody is in here. What up, though? Huh? No. Tonight I would not be looking at the comments. So if you are leaving comments below, I will address them with you later on. So sure to do that. Share the content, show some love out there. Check out Big Kish, bro. Again, that dude is hilarious. But also, he's one of the brothers you can relate to, because every now and then you got this thing called a spiritual brother. You don't know him from a can of paint. I don't know Big Kish. But I do know this for sure, that brother's spirit, right place. I can say. So shout out to you, bro. Much love to you. Keep doing your thing. We about to get into this thing. I skipped a lot of it, like 30 minutes in, because there's this part right here is a very sensitive topic, like vulnerable, fight in the darkness. And let's see what they got to say. We're going to be pausing throughout the day, this episode, and we're going to give our thoughts on something. Okay? So keep your heart open. Okay? That's the number one. Number one, your heart open. Patient. Number two. And if you don't agree, leave it down below on why you don't agree. Okay? No hard intent. No ill will here. No, none of that. I love you, bro. Love you, sis. I love you, grandma. All right, let's get it.
Both of y'all brothers shared, you shared what you almost did and you did not. I'm curious what brought you out of that. Like, how did you, what was your thought process to be like, I don't want to do this anymore. I want to live, you know what I mean? Like, how did you, because I imagine those things don't just magically go away, and that thought might be in the back of your mind. Like, how do you process, how do you pull out of that?
Yeah, that's a great question, Kev. I think for
what is this? He looks so familiar to me. Who is this? Oh, the football player. Dog, that's the thing about football. I never know their faces. They always got their helmet on. Jay Barnett, yes. Yes. Monster. I think he had a really bad I think it's got something to do with back or spine. I would love to hear this testimony. For real. I haven't watched this, but I've seen like little clips here and there. So this is the first time reaction. So let's get it.
me, NLE and I was talking about it earlier, right? He was talking
Monster.
about how his daughter, right, your daughter, right, has given him a reason to live. And I think for me, having a encounter with God after I survived, because most people don't survive the drug overdose. I mean, the stuff that I took. And to
A drug overdose? I just know I didn't hear that name anymore. Just stop hearing the name. I used to hear it all the time on the sports world.
man, some of everything, man. So my football injury was a nerve damage injury that I had to my pudendal nerve down the lower part of my back.
L2.
It was so damaged that I'm just being vulnerable. I couldn't get an erection at 25 years old.
Wow.
You know?
Wow.
Yes, sir. So it was either do open back surgery or to try some rehab from a doctor that I met in Houston, who was the only doctor that can help with the nerve damage without surgery. So I was on Vicodin, codeine, I was on all that stuff for the pain. So I fell at practice one day on my tailbone and woke up, it was like temporary paralysis, couldn't move. Wow. Lower extremity. So
I would say this real quick. Jay, you look good, bro. You look good. You look well. You look well, bro. I just remember, like, I stopped hearing about him all of a sudden. Like, I just stopped. Wow. Wow. Okay, so I seen clips. Okay, I'm just letting you know. I know y'all seen the description below. I seen the clips. Okay, and I seen this guy, NLE Choppa, do something crazy. I want to see it for myself. So let's get it.
So I OD'd on all of that along with other painkillers. Like for me, it was the internal pain of just the daddy wounds and all of those different things, in which I've talked about, on stage, is watching a father pastor, but wanting him to be a father to me as his only son.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so it's, and that for me was so difficult because my brain at the time was trying to rationalize how can you speak into them and not speak into me.
Yeah.
So the 31-year-old Jay that attempted suicide just wanted daddy to say, son, I got you, and it's okay. And
Wow.
it was just really, Kev, just really having to reconcile, which took time, that maybe he couldn't give me what he didn't have because it wasn't given to him.
Yeah.
Because you give what you have.
Yeah.
That's
And
beautiful. You understand.
Yeah. Wow.
And understanding that, man, was painful because I also had to accept what I was never going to
But it
get.
gave you peace.
Well, peace came later. It came later because until you can reconcile that thing, you can't have peace.
Yeah.
And I think for me, it was also how my parents divorced, because football, the helmet was a mask for me. I could put that helmet on and be whoever I wanted to be. And for 60 minutes, I can just release all the rage, the anger.
Yeah.
And I'll never forget my
Physically,
coach.
too, like,
Physically.
Football is very
Physical
I can
force.
literally hit you and hurt
Hit you, yeah. And
Yeah.
I remember my coach asking me, he said, what are you thinking about when you're out there? Kirk, this is no lie. I never saw an opponent's eyes. I always saw my father's face.
Yay! Yo, I gotta watch this entire interview. Which is powerful. They're eating dinner, bro. This is so needed in our community. I'm a big advocate for football. Like, it took me a while to get here. I know y'all like, where you been? Yeah. But it took me a while to get here, man. Sorry I'm late. But wow, this is powerful. I never knew that about Jay. I never knew that. Real quick about his testimony, my thoughts, or not even my thoughts. I feel for you, bro. Like, that is a crazy experience to have. That is a huge topic that people don't really discuss, in that pastors, bishops, the anointed ones are so busy trying to everything else, but they forgot to be a husband or a father or an uncle or whatever position. It's like you gotta shut it off, bro. You still have to be a father, a husband. You have to. You're going to lose everything. Your kids are going to despise you. They might appreciate you later on, maybe not. They may appreciate you auto, but you're robbing them of that experience. They're mirroring you. They need that confidence, like, especially if you're not speaking into your kids. So that is 100% true. 100%. Dang.
And,
Jeez.
and for me, that pain drove me. But here's the issue, that when we don't have
Missing
a
a part of
place
them.
where we can release that pain, we begin to harm ourselves.
I mean, listen, guys. There's a lot going on right now at this table. I got.
First of all, before he go, I want to say this about Jonathan Majors, bro. I am extremely proud of his progress. Now, I seen some clips. I shut it off on purpose because he started saying something. I'm like, whoa. I'm like, oh, I need to react to this. Today, we're going to react to it. But first of all, we need to give the flowers before we speak to the spirit. I'm not going to say a lesson. We speak to the spirit of, right? And this is also for me too, and for you too. It's for everybody. Jonathan Majors, to me, in my opinion, was on the road of sitting next to Leonardo DiCaprio. I said it. I think this guy was going to go straight past Denzel Washington. And you know how I feel about Denzel, bro. I think you want somebody to understand somebody's perspective, or it's a documentary story, or whatever the message you're trying to push to the world, what you want somebody to understand about you. You put Jonathan Majors in that role, you want to sell it. And just like that, we're going to talk about it. This guy is a powerful dude. Let's go.
A lot going through my head right now.
Give us some.
Well, it's interesting, right? Because I mean, yeah, like I found my wife in my lowest moment of all time. You know what I mean? I found my wife, and that's awesome. Like,
She's an amazing
Talk about
woman.
it.
she is an amazing. That's what we do at the house. Then we start feeling good about being married. You just like,
That roar.
yeah.
I know what you're talking about, bro.
So I found my.
That bro, I had to go through so much bull crap to get to you. Where you been? I've been going through anguish. I've been going through iniquity. No, I've been all this other crap. Where you been?
Found my soulmate. You know, I found my queen. You know, in that moment, we found each other rather. I'm just gonna move through it really quick, but I got something to say, right? So it's like this.
Yo, that adjustment, that means he about to air something out. And he's trying to be respectful. Something about, okay, come on.
So in that space, like I hear you, young brother. Like, I hear you. You know what I mean? I really do. And I hear you too, Kev.
Just a clip.
But in that dark space, like nothing, sorry, like bad news, Kurt. Like, nothing's getting you out.
That's where I stopped. I heard this on the way home. Like one day, I was like, "What? What you mean? What, bro?" Let him finish, man. Shut up.
Nothing's getting you. Like, and I want to talk about that. Oh, my babies. Oh, my career. Oh, my life. Oh, my. No, that's horse shit. That's horse shit. If it wasn't, if you had something to hold on to, you wouldn't be in that space.
Wow.
You know what I mean? My baby girl wasn't gonna get me out. My mama told me I can't get you out.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Megan couldn't get me out.
And your mama preaching.
My mama preacher.
And your mama
You know what I mean? Like,
preacher.
I want to talk about that. Like we can talk about, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's why I feel like let's cut the bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, whoa. Where did this come from? Where? What? Sorry, I'm yelling in your ear. But bro, where did this? To whom much is given, much is required. What do you mean? Hey, guys, you're given a lot. You're gonna go through things. Maybe not, right? It's not all the time. You're gonna go through something, and when you go through something, it's not gonna be normal. Not. You're gonna go when you go through hardships, Majors, your hardships are gonna be probably 5 times worse because you're giving 5 times more. In this case, this guy is, bro, he's given over 100-fold times more. Right? Like when you think of acting, Jonathan Majors should be in that conversation, right? Like, is it just me? Is it just, what do you mean by that? I wonder if is he talking about the people or the thing? What does he mean? I'm gonna let See if he like elaborates.
And like, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? No, out of a dark place, right?
I disagree. I disagree.
Well, respect, young brother.
The road leads back to two. No man, no woman, no kid, no pet can, but God can.
Yup, we're done. We're done. We're done here. Done here. We're done. No, we're done. Sorry. No.
The
No.
road leads back to two.
No. Why is everybody agreeing with this conversation? Like, okay, hold on. Whoa. Wait a minute. Okay, so what just happened was so much more than what you think it is. I'm hearing everybody at this table. Shout out to you, Big Kish. I stopped your video because I was about to dive into yours too. Around this part, I'm like, okay, we need to react to this. Okay, wait. Wait a minute. You mean to tell me, hold on. NLE Choppa is 22 years old. I'm hearing a bunch of men agree that no one can bring you out of this scenario. What are you saying? Are you saying not even God himself? The one that all he has to do is just speak a word? The one that just breathes breath into you and he gave you life? What do you mean by this? Let him elaborate, please. Okay, let him elaborate. Let's see what Jonathan says. Let's go. I'm sorry for Paul.
And my thing, but my thing is this: if we understand the connect, man,
We're
listen,
gonna talk about it.
I just sat down for 3 to 4 months. I took a break. I could have made $4, $5, $6, $10 million. I left it all on a plate to sit down because something in my spirit wasn't right. I sat down. I had to go back home. Got grounded. Stayed in my hometown, the most dangerous city that people crucify. Stayed there, planted my feet there, and went into 112-day seek. Every day I woke up, I went outside with my notebook, and I sat my feet in my grass, and I stood before a tree and in nature, and I just listened. And I wrote down everything. I jotted it. I got a journal. I got 4 or 5 journals stacked over 3 or 4 months. It's like a Bible. The Most High God fed to me every day, every second. When I woke up, he'll wake me out of my sleep. He gave me dreams, people that I needed to get away.
Stop. Stop it. Stop. Bro, stop. He giving me chills, bro. Oh, stop it. Giving me chills, bro. What's happening right now is so important. And I'm surprised that a lot of people are not talking about this, right? I've seen clips. I've jumped to people's like perspective and conclusion, like, because I really wanted to react to this authentically. Like, for real. What's happening now is you're seeing that only 2 years of age have been living on Earth 36. Hey Siri, how old is Kirk Franklin? Kirk Franklin is 55. Hey Siri, how old is Jonathan Majors? 6. Hey Siri, how old is Jay Barnett? No, he ain't 24, bro. No, but for real, what's happening is there's a big shift that just happened in the room. And I think that it's about to shift because they might look at this dude like, what do you know? right? But what I'm noticing that people aren't talking about is that at his age, doing the work. No. You guys always want to talk about go get the bag, go, be a successful, high value man. You ain't doing work spiritually, bro. You are not fruitful. Yes, you have been given much. Many people in the Bible have been given much, but are you doing the work to maintain? Bro, let's stop it, bro. Stop. I can give you, no, I can't. God can give you a Rolls Royce. No problem. Are you maintaining that car? Keeping it up to date? Are you oil change, new tires for the winter, whatever? He can give you whatever. He can give you a house. He can give you a marriage. Are you maintaining the spirit of it? Because if you lose the spirit, you lost everything. And God will humble you, bro. And listen, I don't know what happened to Jonathan Majors. I don't know nothing personally about it. But I do know for sure is that God will put you to that fire. Like your blacksmith. He will put you through that fire and you're going to come out redefined. I don't hear Christians talking about this. And this is the problem with this this Christian mindset. Jesus said to be a Christ-like means follow me. Believe in me, and I will show you the way to the Father, the salvation. I am the gate. I am the way to the Father, right? Nobody's talking about that. And that hurts my soul, bro, that I feel like this man is about to get attacked. Let's see.
From snakes, rats, whomever.
Got me out here ranting.
Put everything under a microscope in my life.
Watch this. There are times when I can say that my walk with God, NLE, has not been enough. And it was hard for me to admit that.
Mm-hmm. Please tell me you meant something else. Please tell me. Whoa. I prayed before getting on here. I said, bro, Lord, please remove any emotion. Allow me to speak into others. And if I'm speaking out of line, correct me. What do you mean by that? Did you even pray before having this conversation? There is no way that just came out your mouth. Let's please clean it up, please.
There's going to be these views that are not black and white views.
Yeah.
But these are our perspectives.
Yeah.
But
There's so many brothers who find themselves, and I am one of them. You know what I mean? Who find themselves in situations and they're hearing in the back of their head, oh, but your baby, oh, but God, oh, but.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And it's that moment where you look for it, right? And it's not there, and then you jump.
Are you praising yourself? What just happened? Whoa. No. No. Hey, yo, what are you doing? Okay, let me stop. I'm sorry, bro. I'm so wow. I don't know what people be. Listen, first of all, number one, I commend everybody for coming on here and being able to have this conversation authentic. Look, Jonathan Majors, Kurt Franklin, Jay. I think I seen Ray J. He ain't say much. Kev on stage. Great job. Thank you. This is the way we can start healing our land. Okay? But I really thought like God was like really high honored in a lot of these guys. I'm not saying he don't honor him, but appreciative of the work and the road that he paved before him. How do you think you got out of that situation? You think you got out of that situation by yourself? You don't think the timing of you meeting a woman of God, she has some lessons she got to learn too, and it seemed like she's learning. I mean, I pray that she is. I don't know. Hurts my heart, dog. I'm sorry. My heart. Listen, I'm a big lover, dog. I love too hard sometimes, and I'm sorry if I came off a little too crazy. If this is where you are, Jonathan, you got some work to do. For one, spirit. Number two, nothing. Oh God, bro. Now you may be able to do some things with the devil, but it's usually afraid. Valuable. Always. But what do you
Right. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
we gotta be very
right? Why? What do you mean? Am I going to be able to finish this video today? Am I going to be able to finish this today? Please, please. What is happening? Kirk Franklin, my people said, stomp head ass. What do you mean? What? This is, bro. I'm okay. Come on. Not everybody. This is when I say Christian is just a label. First of all, this word Christian in the Bible, it never said be a Christian. It said to follow Christ. And this is the problem when you start organizing groups. They start forming their own kinds of belief, trying to be better than one another instead of just loving another. They start putting these ranks and thinking that they're big and better than somebody else, sometimes even God, even if they make it out of a situation. And you can't get through it. You can't get through none of this without God. Nothing.
careful. Famous celebrity people, right? Putting rules down, telling folks this is
Look
how
how
it
you
goes.
talking.
No. That is dysfunctional.
So
Right?
let me
The
say that,
same way they
right,
say,
I'm
the
sorry.
same way they say black men should behave a certain way. That's like saying a Christian should behave a certain way.
Right.
Whoa. What? Okay. So how it usually works, and listen, I don't know what these dudes are talking about. Okay. How it usually works is I went through experience too. I don't have to get into that. I went to 2 brimstone fire. God was the blacksmith 2 times in my life when I could not catch a break. I mean, everything just kept raining. Like, oh God, what the, bro? Help, help me. Where you at, God? I was questioning. I was angry. I was the same way, bro. When I made it out of it, I too found my wife. I found myself in a 1,700 square footage home. Crazy. I went from this little thing to this. And I had all these other possessions. Listen, I ain't got to talk about my personal life. All right? We're not here for this. But to have a real conversation here, you are always going to be in the brimstone fire, especially for giving a, especially if you are destined to be great. Ask Jacob, ask Joseph, ask these biblical people in the Bible. They went through crazy. They went through something crazy. Maybe they're not perfect still, fine. But I can tell you right now, the 22-year-old me, which I was, listen, I was not in the streets, bro. I was really like, my eyes and my chin, everything was facing towards God. Everything. Everything was. And the one thing I learned the most is your heart. Watch your heart. Watch your tongue. Watch your spirit. Watch that gut. When that gut get to talking, that's the Holy Spirit talking to you. Man, you shouldn't be doing this. What are we doing? I'm gonna let him finish. I'm gonna let him talk, and then I'm gonna.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh
That's
my God.
It's not fair, right? It's not fair, and it
Right.
puts that individual in a place where they have no escape.
Why don't you speak to that, Doc?
I like how you were transparent, Kurt, because as a son of a pastor, and you're so on point. And I think what Jonathan is saying is you are right.
Yeah.
It leads back to two.
Yeah.
However, man, there are moments that crushes you, man.
Never discredited that.
And they're so crushing that me and him was talking earlier, and I related because what he went through, it's like this, Kurt. You know this. There's something, man, the agony behind dealing with a private matter in a public arena.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That is crushing that this should stay private, but now it's public. You could have called me, and now you had to make that post about, yo, Kev, this.
Yeah.
And I think for us as black men, to what you're saying, Jay, is we can't package it and frame it in this manner because, man, life is so nuanced.
It is nuanced.
And
Yes,
man,
it is.
you'll get into a place.
Yes.
And we were talking, because I went through what he went through in 2018 with the young lady I was dating. And I watched people get on social media, and I'm like, it's not true, but I couldn't say anything. And I'm saying, God, where are you now? Right? It was like a Job moment because you're like, why is this happening to me?
But my thing,
So I want to. It is so important, guys. So important. It's so to humble yourself. Humble yourself. I can tell right now that at least 3 brothers at this table. Let's make it 4. Let's make it 4. At least 4 brothers at this table have lost their way. Now, I'm not saying that as a judge, like I'm judging. I'm saying judging because he didn't say to not judge. He said don't cast a stone. Okay, we could talk about that in another video. The spirit. Before you hear the words, you hear the heart first. You can always hear where the heart is, right? And I find it so amazing that all these men at this table are having these experiences, and for them, they cannot redirect their situation, praise back to God. I find that amazing. It's almost like they're praising their self. That's mind-blowing to me. You can't get through it. You can't get through none of this. Bro, the devil, bro, the dude be working, dog. I'm telling you, be working, bro. I'm surprised. I am so surprised of this interview, bro. This is crazy.
is these, well, I said to roll these back to 2. All of these obstacles is for you to strengthen the relationship.
Facts. There's no absolutely. You stopped. I'm sorry. I'm yelling in your ear. You stopped. You stopped with yourself. That's the point, right? At the end of this conversation, you could talk about your experience and that progress at the moment. But now that you are redefined, you are recreated, you are reborn, right? That source, that before you end that period, but God. That's it. If you can't see that, you have more work to do. That's it. There is nothing else to talk about.
That's all I'm saying. So if it's a misunderstanding there, I'm not saying. Hold on.
Hey, shout out to Jay, bro. Shout out to Jay. I don't know what's going on at this table. I'm more in shock than anything. I'm sorry.
Second.
I want you to know you're okay.
Yeah, man. No, I'm over good. I know it's no rule. I'm not saying it's a set rule on how to be this or how to be that. Because one thing me and Kirk is a firm believer of is no man of perfection. It's only a man of progress.
Right.
My thing is the things that I went through, same thing you went through, same thing you went through, same thing you going through, same thing you go through, same thing. No matter what age or none of that shit. It's all built to create the foundation of your relationship with the Most High. That's why I said the road leads back to two.
And I think what
Always. That's it. Bro, that he's 22 years old. It should be the other way around, right? I'm watching other grown, fully established grown men praise themselves. That's dangerous. That's dangerous, bro. Whether if you agree with it or not, that is dangerous. That is dangerous for one thing. You have something called impact. You have impact, then you have influence. Bro, what the is going on here?
what Jonathan is saying is that in that moment you can't discern or decipher that.
But
Fine.
Right.
Right.
The real
in
You're in
that
a fire.
moment you can't.
No.
But if you
Right.
keep
I want to say something real
building,
quick.
you begin
I want to say something real
make
quick.
that connection.
Kev, come on,
I
Kev.
think I'm a church kid, so and I'm 42 now. So,
Look good.
and I'm a church kid in the sense of like there was nothing else.
Yes, sir.
It is just Jesus. There's no medicine. There's no therapy. There's no divorce. Somehow, if your husband's beating you, God's gonna like everything is God's gonna do it. God's got a plan, right? That's all you.
That's
have.
what you're dealing with.
I don't know about that one. How about that? I don't know about that one. How about that? You are to love your wife as Christ loved. That is a vow. Vow. No.
At the
Yeah.
table in NLE.
Yeah.
See,
No.
in NLE,
There's no church that beats their whatever. No, Christ did not beat the church. No.
defense, let me just say
See,
this.
but
Let me just-
I'm not religious. I'm not Christian. I'm not none of these things. I just believe in God. I go straight to
Facts.
source.
Right.
Feel me?
But here's what I
But
want to
I
say.
get what you're saying. I get how what I'm saying could be.
No.
a
I'm not
thing
even.
to where-
I'm not even
because-
saying
yeah,
that.
man.
I'm just speaking from my experience, not even directly to what you said or what you meant.
No, I receive.
But what John and Jay was saying, it's like when I was young, that made sense, right? I'm not.
What
this is not
made
ageist.
sense? What made sense?
What you're saying? God somehow this is going to make sense because God's going to make it make sense. God has a plan, and that was true for me when I was young, right? When I got older, and when my brother died, and as a child, it's just God kind of called him home. God had a better plan for him. No man understands God's thing. When I was a kid in that, with somebody else's grandma, somebody else's brother, that was cool. And I'm even telling them that. Yeah, don't worry about it. God's got you. Jesus is here. Jesus, just pray. Jesus.
This is going to be a lengthy one. I'm going to have to edit. If I'm saying, I find myself saying the same thing over and over again because it's like, wow. I'm heartbroken. Heartbroken. That's what it is. I'm heartbroken. We got to get through this. No, we got to get through this. And I have to edit this. I'm sorry. I get it, but it sounds like he's saying kind of like some kind of like church trauma. Like, and that's the thing. That's the thing though. The church is everywhere. The church should be the earth. There should be. But I understand we come to a place want to, fellowship, want to learn lessons, and we want to gain knowledge, we want to praise God. I understand that. I learned maybe in my mid-20s that sometimes church is way of what you have to receive God. I'm learning that. Now listen now. This is not for all churches, but I always watch the heart of the church. Always. You on this channel, I talk about the heart a lot, bro. Because the heart will always speak before the words. I just said that 50 million times. But with Kev on stage, I noticed that a lot of people that are like, I noticed that a lot of people that are, you know, they grew up in the church, they have this issue when they get a little older, where they kind of like lose their track a lot faster than somebody that found it late. You know what I'm saying?
Jesus died for this. All of a sudden, after 40 years of saying that stuff, and I'm not saying you don't believe it, because I believe it too. Oh yeah, God's got you, brother. I'm praying for you, right? And I'm hearing that until it was me. And then you're looking at God like, where?
But
In
did
the
he have
moment.
you?
In the
Did
moment.
My thing
Here's
is,
the
hold
thing.
up, did God have
There
you?
it
though?
is.
Did he
I
not?
don't
or
believe he did.
We might have to end this. We might have to end this. Well, like, okay. Whoa. There's a lot of things going on here. In the progress of the brimstone, you can question, you can argue, you can kick, scream, but when you are redefined, better speak. When you are redefined and stronger than ever, bro, right now, I feel like I can cut through the stillest thing. There's nothing that can shake my faith, dog. Absolutely nothing.
That's my truth.
You
And
said
that-
you
and
didn't know then, or you still don't know now?
Still now.
You don't
and
know.
also in the Bible,
Oh,
people in the Bible were like, Jesus was like, I don't understand what is
Because it's
happening.
not meant for you to understand.
Right, but this is what I'm saying though. Hear what I'm saying.
look at Jonathan. What's happening here? Oh,
In that moment, when
Why are y'all
my brother,
laughing?
right? And we talking about the celebrity, fame, and all this type of stuff. And I'm sure we all know this. That your circle of like actual trust people that you know, if everything about you that everybody loves was gone,
Okay.
the amount of people who will be like, hey brother, you Uber, I don't care. Come by the house, we're playing Uno.
Okay.
That amount of people that you really actually trust is usually less than 5 people, maybe 2 or 3 people.
1000%.
Right? For me, one of those 2 people is gone.
1000%.
So now it's like, and then you have people at the church, at the funeral, oh brother, God's got you. Okay, I hear y'all.
okay. A couple things here. I'm sorry, I keep pausing. I'm just so baffled. A couple things here. Number one, I'm not judging him. I'm calling him lost. He lost it. Have you lost? Lost it. God wants you alone. Work with you. And look, I don't know what his brother, God forbid, I don't know nothing about the story, brother. I'm sorry, lost him. But I'm not gonna sit up here and act like God don't want you alone sometimes. God wants you alone sometimes so that he can redefine everything that redefine you, bro. This is crazy. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm baffled. To be redefined, you're gonna lose a lot of great things that you say you love, things. It's gonna give you a drive, a purpose, right? It's gonna give you so many other things sometimes, if you get it. But you gotta get it, right? Wow.
Okay? But that person is gone.
Do you know what we're talking about?
Gotta get
Let me
redefined, bro.
No.
Is he gone though? Is that person really gone?
That is
energy
dead.
But if energy never died, nigga,
No,
only
no,
be
no.
Let me ask you this,
transferred.
NLE.
Are they really
Oh,
gone?
they not
Let me tell you
there.
what's happening, Kim. Let me tell you what you're
They're not
doing at the
there.
table. I'm gonna share something with you.
I'm
They're
dealing
not
with
there.
the same thing.
Well, no, and
I'm dealing. I'm dealing.
and I
with the
respect
same
you.
thing. I deal with.
And I know that you
I
are.
deal with the way I deal with people dying in the most violent way, and I gotta go to their funerals, pay for them motherfuckers, and they mama had to cry on my shoulder.
Facts.
I'm not discounting that.
I'm not discounting
Facts.
it, but I'm saying.
It's a road. We are
Well,
the
no,
same
first of
road.
all, I am
How you
very
interpret it is different.
grateful that the space for conversation is just happening.
Me too, bro. And
They was having a chance to talk. Yeah,
No,
having
this
a
is
chance to talk.
this is actually
Yeah,
the conversation.
Yes. Yeah, but I do want you to know,
Different point of view.
and I do want you to know what you're also walking into is because
I know
this.
what I'm walking into.
Well, if you don't mind,
Yes, sir.
if I can frame it like this, if you don't mind, just give me a second, and I really appreciate that. You are also talking to people, and I want to go to this with you, Ray J. It's because you were raised in the church too. This is what you're also doing. See, you had, and correct me if I'm wrong, and I need your help on this. You weren't raised in church, were you?
My grandmother on my dad's side took my pops to church 3 to 4 times a week, sometimes 2 times a day.
What about you?
I'm a product of that.
Okay.
That veered my father away from church.
Wow.
I wasn't in church every day and all this.
Good,
Every Sunday.
good.
I was
Yeah.
not. I can't say.
Which is
but
good.
I still
Yeah.
receive what he felt. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
a
yes, yes.
generational thing.
Yes.
I slightly disagree. Are in your face all the time. Talking about come to a fellowship. Bible's no, this is kind of church trauma.
Yes, sir.
Hands down.
Yes, sir.
So whether I feel it the way he felt it or not, I still feel it secondhand. You feel me?
Well, let me tell you
Secondhand.
why I
Not
said
first.
that. It's because I appreciate and love when people did not have to be forced to
Yeah.
go to church and have stuff thrown
Yeah.
down their throats.
Yeah.
Because it gives them a different way to paint their picture of the
Yeah.
journey.
I get what
So
you're
if you-
saying.
Yeah.
But church, going to church isn't the solution, man.
No,
Oh, you're
I
right.
get
I'm
that.
not disagreeing with you, King. I'm sharing with you what you're walking into.
And I
What's
receive
happening at the
that. I
table is that
understand.
for a lot of us, let's call it what it is, religious trauma.
Yeah.
I understand
What we're
that.
dealing with a lot at this
Yeah,
table is
I
because
agree with that.
we have had people make us feel
You
bad.
know why though? It's a thing where you have us here as people, you have God, and then this is what happened.
Oh, I know where he going. Everybody want to get in the way, act like they the
You gotta go
source.
through all these different
Oh.
things to get primarily the source.
That's a fact.
Primarily the source.
That's a fact.
You know what I have a problem with?
That's a. Ooh, he cooking.
One of the things I have a problem with, and it may be controversial. A lot of people may say this and may say that. I don't like, let me say it in a manner to where it's extremely intelligent. Let me think on it.
Yeah, he kind of feels a little attacked. I can tell he's a little upset about it. They trying to make him feel like small, like, bro, you don't know what you're talking about. You haven't went through it yet. But y'all don't know the stories of every story. Like, y'all don't know. Bro, I work with abused and neglect children, bro. The type of stuff they was experiencing. Imagine your mother don't like you because you are autistic. You have an autistic problem. And she tries to drown you in a pool. And the only thing that's that stopped that was a sibling. Like, these kids go through a lot. You don't understand, just because you 34, 36, I'm 34, by the way. You don't understand what these kids be going through, dog. So I don't like that. Stop acting like you got everything figured out because you 36 years of age. You don't have a clue what somebody has went through. Stop it.
Christianity, it's a thing where people praise the Son more than they praise the Father.
I'm finished.
And that's what I don't like.
Okay.
Because if we are man made in a likeness, Jesus is our brother. You get what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah. Yes and no. Yes and no. There's a thing that we try to do, like we try to make it like understand God in that world. That's a totally different. Oh, that's not the same.
Why would I drop down and praise my brother instead of praising my father? And that goes back to honoring your parents.
Nope.
I gotta say something.
No.
Have you read the Bible?
I read the Bible, I listen to the Bible, I receive from source straight.
I would say read it again.
Sir.
Let me ask you a question, Ray J. How has it been for you coming from the space where you had to go through this? You were raised in.
I don't think this. Stop here. Did you just move on from? Oh my God. Okay, NLE Choppa, you're doing fantastic. Listen, bro, you are so far ahead. I think you are incredible. I think you are the voice of your generation. I don't hear too many young 22-year-olds on your that at your level of stature. They're not doing it. They're not doing this. And the young guys that I want to say, that's what they call themselves. They need a leader, bro. I think it is you. Like, you don't have to say it, just be it. Walk. And I think a lot of people, you're going to change a lot of people's lives. With that being said, we praise Jesus because he was a direct link to the Father, right? Like, imagine you used to do all these things without Jesus, without the blood. You're not going to see the Father. You can't even talk to the Father. Jesus is the salvation. Jesus is the road. He is the personal bridge. Say the world, and then the bridge to the gates of heaven. Get to the gates of heaven, even sniff heaven. You got to walk the road of Jesus. And Jesus is waiting at that. Jesus is. So I would say you did a fantastic job. I have to stop here. I don't even want to hear what Ray J got to say. I'm sorry. I can't. I heard enough. Some of the worst people on earth. It's gonna sound crazy. Sometimes the worst people on earth that will break you in every kind of way are racist. I expect that from a racist, fascist. I expect that. I expect that from whatever, right? I expect that. When I come to you, I'm coming to you because I heard, if I've never found Jesus, I heard that you showed me the way, and this is what we're done here. We're done here. I can't do this. I love y'all. We about to take a stream. We about to do the streaming. I'm sorry. I can't finish it. This is sad. This is sad. This is sad. I can't finish. I can't do it. Yo, I don't judge, but when I start seeing shows and talks and all, I'm questioning you. Now I'm questioning you. Now I can judge you. I can't. I'm not saying that to throw the stone. I'm not saying I'm not. I'm talking about. I'm not talking about violence. I'm talking. Who are you to tell me about Christ? You are praising your young man just came to you that is really trying his best. Shout out to the subscribers, bro. A young man just came to you and he just asked you, not asked you. He put it out there on the table. Here's the perfect moment for you to educate why it is failed. Because you're so busy about yourself. We're done here. I love y'all. See you in a minute.